Hello everyone, this is Shiny Noctals, and today I figured was able to get my dad's DNA tests thankfully processed. Thankfully it finally went through. Uh, Now I just need to see if I can get his partner's uh, sample process, because sometimes it messes up sometimes with like other files, and I don't know why, but at least for now I got my dad um kind of situated here. So for him, the new matches he got were well, you got a little bit, I'll go a bit more to the Avar a little bit, or the Ruron. He got Lungbar like I did. He didn't get the Etruski, he didn't get the Etruscan, so I think I might have gotten that from my mom's side. Um, he did get one thing I did get in the admixture, but it wasn't clearly spelt out for me, was Danish Viking. My dad actually got that one, so that's pretty cool. Guess there's the connection to his name, Siggy, or that could be a connection. Also, a bit more Celtic matches from Britain and Ireland. Yeah, so um, okay. Um, yeah, so this is pretty cool actually. So my dad got it's only one synapse, but he got like a trophy for it. It's I guess it's like the number eighth top match. I noticed this with a lot of some of these matches that like you only get one synapse, or some of them. It seems like maybe not many people might be related to some of these people, um, but yeah. So no, this is a match with Hungary. I think this is from my dad's. Must be from like his native Japanese American plus ancestor East Asian, because that's the only place I could maybe think of where it may have come from, unless if it came from somewhere else. So yeah, and I went over the Avars and Sakas already. I think I did, yeah. Definitely the Sakas for sure. Yeah, and then I spoke about the Wuran. Okay. So these people were genetically related in Hungary 800 Common Era, which again probably close related to some of the natives. Um, Related to the Karakalpak, Kazakh, Kurzik, Altai, Hakas, Uyghur, Hazara, and Shur. I'll have to see where. I know Kazakh a little bit. Ah, sorry. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so these would be some of the people. Um, yeah, the lady in the far left definitely seems like someone that could be from Japan. Because I'll also show a group named the Ninfai, which is also in the admixture. Definitely reminds me a lot of Japan. Even the natives, yeah. Then Kazakh right here. Yeah, a lot of Central Asian populations, but really the Avars really go back to the Ruron, which I mentioned in the previous stream. And yeah, so something I always like to share. And also Ruroni. Yeah, the Japanese anime I enjoy watching. This is kind of interesting because I've never seen a match in the admixture before that just says straight up Mongol. I kind of laughed, but not in a bad way. I just sometimes prefer to say Mongolian, but yeah, that was also my dad's admixture, and then he also got Ninfai, which is really close to you. Um, they say the Ainu, in particular, were influenced by the Ninfai, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Japanese were as well. Um, yeah, you can see some of the Ainu. My dad also got some matches from Yorkshire as well. Oh yeah, quickly before I go from this. So the Y-DNA lineage for this haplogroup was actually found with Alaskan Athapaskans. So that's why I was saying that probably some of it might come from his native or from the native Japanese American ancestry because, especially as time went on, people from East Asia, Siberia, later migrants also came to the Americas as well, mixed with the natives. So that's the only reason why I could maybe think it probably came from there. So, um, yeah, and then yeah, because it's all kind of connected. Um, yeah, so maternal lineage T then. I know you can find that a lot with the Udmurts and stuff like that. Um, yeah, Russia, Scandinavia, Britain, Portugal. Um, yeah, but it's in highest frequencies. Udmurts, Romania, Balkans. Yep. Yeah, so okay. So my dad also got a match from Yorkshire as well. See if I can quickly share that. Yeah, so here he gets also straight up Viking as well. Not even just Norwegian Viking or Danish Viking, just straight up Viking. So we'll share this in honor of this connection to his name. In the frozen north, a land of people clung to the ancient gods, and a land whose earth would freeze over in winter and sun would hide for months. The land bred harsh warriors with mastery of metals to fight away the greedy trolls and thieving dwarves. Sailors would brave the sea and dangerous waters, fighting the storm with Thor, the god of thunder. Oh, my uncle Herman mentioned Thor. There's a connection there. Seafaring cultures started raiding further and further outside their homeland in Scandinavia. Small villages were raided at first, but once slaves, and again Bjorn said that was just part of the Viking history that they could have done better at. The transition from that was a good thing. And money started flowing within the Vikings became ever ambitious. The Vikings were ruthless and fearless, with bloodlust only rivaled by their desire for fame. Ragnar Lodbrok was one such Viking who raided England and Paris. Eventually, Vikings settled the Danelaw in England, Scotland, and Ireland, and the Danish king Knut unified the whole of England. It is? Okay, this one, this one I don't think I've seen. The name of the Baivari, also spelled Baivari, likely means men from Bohemia. They were Germanic people who settled on what is today Bavaria. Okay, that makes sense. They spoke an early version of the Austro-Bavarian language. They're considered the ancient ancestors of Bavarians, Austrians, and South The Bavari were mentioned in the Frankish table nations in 520 AD as a people of kinship to Burgundians, Thuringians, and Lombards. Oh, there it is. There's the Lombards, and then there's the other two, Thuringians and Burgundians. They had feudal traditions similar to the Albadi, but different from the Thuringi. The Bavari were also known for having many individuals with artificially formed craniums in their cemeteries. Yeah, and that you could also see that, especially with the Huns, but there were other groups as well who did that too. Usually female as a sign of status, including natives too, and Native Americans, like the Mayans and maybe some in Peru, potentially. The one Bavarian cemetery dating from 500 Common Era males were found to be primarily of North Central European origin. However, many females were found to be of Southeast European or East Asian ancestry, evidencing significant exogamy, I think. It's a custom marrying outside of community, clan, or tribe. There we go. There's also Angles and Utes as well. I think I talked about Angles before. I can quickly cover it, but the Angles were I Angels in Heaven. Pope Gregory writes about seeing angle children. Angles remain in Anglis, what is called Anglia today. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see what other matches he got. Okay, he got another match, Sussex. Oh, number 9. Yeah, my dad was really close to this. Even this one too, number 10. Oh. This person was most genetically related to the modern day Scottish, actually. Okay, Scottish, Irish, North Dutch, Southeast English, Danish. Alright then. Okay. I think I mentioned the Celtic Tivloni. Okay, this is Irish, English. Agree with that one, huh? Yeah, I remember on a DNA test sometimes my dad would score like 30% Irish. And now I can see more of it now. Kind of makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so my dad. Okay, so this is probably where I got this match from, because my dad has even more. Bellbeaker, Germany. Same. This was West Norwegian, Swedish. Okay. Yeah, so like a lot of Scandinavian really here. Avars. I think that's. Oh, my dad actually did get some Etrusky. I'm glad. Or well, I don't know how he feels about it, but okay. Um. So yeah, I don't think I've mentioned the Lugardians. Since the Bronze Age, the Lugardians are considered to have occupied much of northwest Italy, southern France, and parts of Catalonia. In Roman times, they were referred to as Celto-Lugardians because they would mix due to the heavy Celtic influence on their language, culture, and population. Historians of the time described them as having long hair of a shade of auburn, reddish brown. Instead of a centralized state, the territory was divided among independent tribes. Many hilltop forts and settlements called Oppidi was established in the region to protect key trade routes. The Greeks and Etruscans began their own expansion to the region which the Lugardians resisted. Later, as the Romans began to expand their territory and in competition with Carthage, The Guardians found themselves split into two factions and ultimately weakened as a result. The Guardia found itself, or Lugardia, found itself drawn into a decades-long conflict with Rome, and tribe by tribe was forced to capitulate. Roman forces only grew in number. Yeah, so my dad has a bit of that connected to the modern day Spanish, Southwest Portuguese, Southwest French, um, Southeast English, Southwest English, Welsh, Sardinian. So my dad got this one too. Oh, more Virginians. Named after the semi-legendary founder, Moravik. French, Spanish, Galicia, Flemish, Portuguese, South Dutch, Spanish, Catalonia, Welsh. Oh, Proto-Celtic. I don't know if I cover this one, but regions, Adui. Oh, my dad got some Viking Age too. Well, there it is. Here. Sphere or North Germanic tribe who inhabited Sealand, central Sweden with a tribal center in Gamla Uppland, and one of the main groups of people in Sweden with a tribal center in Gamla Uppsala. The Heims Skurgal saga mentions that the Svir were a powerful tribe whose kings descended from uh, Fear, Freer. To the south resided another large tribe, the Geats in Gotland, and I mentioned the Geats, or the Goots, no, the Goots, yeah, the Sphere, Geats, and Goots were eventually united into one state over time during the Viking Age. The Sphere constituted the basis of the Virginian subset, which traveled eastwards to the Virginian Guard, eastwards to the Rus, and eventually became the Virginian Guard. Modern day Sweden derives from the Swede, as do the modern people. Swevkar or Swevenkar, the Finnish and Estonian word for Sweden. Roots C, meanwhile, derives from the name Rus. Oh, there you go. Match with German. Oh man, he looks pretty serious to me. But I hope he finds another path or healing path. Well, I guess he did through my dad. German Central, East German, Hungarian, West German, North Swedish, Swedish, Flemish, Norwegian. This match is Viking Age, Gotland, Kaparski, or Karvarsvik, Sweden, North Dutch, Southwest English, Irish, Viking, Danish, Celtic, Britain. Yeah, they would mix some of the Celts and Britain, Ireland, the Vikings, and then the Anglo-Saxons. So, another match. Oh, there's another match with Scotland. There's the Goots. Yeah, you can really see how Scandinavia really influenced a lot of Britain and Ireland for sure later on. Oh, a Celtic match. Stenamani. My dad got quite a bit here. Okay, so now less Scottish, Irish, England, Celtic Britain though. There's the Visigoths, Celts and Gals. Viking Age, Denmark. Southwest French. There's Vasconis, there's the Cojones. Or Quelland. You guys can look that one up. So, yeah, my dad. I guess that's where I got some of it from then. Bohemia, Welsh, Bronze Age Czech. Celtic. Yeah, so I guess I got that one from my dad then. Yeah, so we got, this was cool. Iron Age, Hillfort, Bruxmouth, East Lothian, Scotland. Yeah, but even then, you can still see the influence. Well, at least with the Longobards, which I got the connection with. And also Celts, Chassis, uh, Matthias Breton. You can see how close it is. Okay, Roman Republic, Italy. Yeah, no, so my dad got some bad stuff too. The Etrusci. You can see they're very close in particular with Welsh and Southwest English. And that might have also been the migration, um, because a lot of groups went there, like Romans and Celts, and I feel like I know someone who looks like this. That Western, okay. Frisian, Visigoth, the Duke. Cambridgeshire, Vandals, Gales. Yeah, my dad also got quite a bit too. There it is. Yorkshire. Yeah, that I think I covered that group with the Benelli. That reminds me a lot of a photo of that Julie or my dad's partner showed of her mum. Let me see if I can get this to work. Yeah, I just wanted to. Oops. Yeah, after a certain point, it usually this usually happens where the website just I don't know why it struggles to work, you know? The Unelli were Gaelic tribe dwelling on the Cartesian Peninsula in modern Normandy during the Iron Age and Roman period. Caesar first mentions them alongside other maritime states in the region such as Veneti, Osimi, and Brassoliti. Also, they were also Celtic tribe as well, Gallo-Celtic. The Romans dispatched Quintinius Titurus Sabinus with 3 legions to subjugate the Venelli, who were led by Radovics, who headed a coalition of nearby Gallo-Celtic tribes. Despite the huge size of this army, the Roman general entrenched himself in his camp and pretended to be afraid, which led the Galli to attack the Roman camp, which had been keenly established on a sloping ascent almost 2 kilometers long. Exhausted by the uphill climb, they were surprise attacked and slaughtered by Roman cavalry. Despite capitulation to Caesar in 570 before Common Era, the Onali rebelled and sent troops to help the Gallo-Celtic coalition against Rome during the famous Battle of Alesia, where Vercingetorix faced off against his. Oh, so they did help Vercingetorix. Okay, and then I guess the other Gallo-Celtic uh, Gallo-Celts as well. So here's another match. Late Imperial Roman period. So here's the match of Aurelians, Gallo-Roman, Visigoth, uh, Pannonian, Achaean Greeks. Close to Welsh Ireland. I think that's the same Y-DNA lineage, isn't it? Just different mothers, really. Okay, Iron Age, Cambridgeshire. Yeah, same maternal lineage. There's Irish professor saying we're the same people, or the connection to the Spanish and to the remembering that Celtic. I know he says it's tries to steer away from Celtic, but it was also a connection to Celtic as well. Celtic, and in addition to also like the Basque, like the Aquitani, the Vascones. But even they were eventually more influenced by Celts eventually, other groups. I can cover them real quick. I feel like that's where the name Quellan comes from, is Vascones. That's what I'm thinking. Just the name sounds so similar. See if I can get this to work. I was surprised, even like my dad's partner. You know, she sometimes says that she doesn't really speak that much Spanish, but even she knew what that meant. Probably because it sounds so similar to Colin. The Vascones are considered ancestors of the present-day Basque. They and related people occupied territory spanning the Ebro River and parts of the Pyrenees. The oldest document from Roman times mentions how during the Serturine War, the Romans crossed the Ebro into the flatlands of the Vascones until reaching the neighboring Boroness south of the area where the Celti of this area were the Celtiberians. During the Republic, Roman Republic and Empire, the territory of Vascones occupied present-day Navarre, which my mom said that was where her father, some of his ancestors came from originally. Present-day Navarre, parts of Gupuzkoa, Roja, Saragossa, and Huesca. Later on, the Visigoths arrived into Iberia, reducing the territory significantly. There are numerous mentions of Vascones into Aquitaine. Like the Aquitanes, the Vascones negotiated their status in the Roman Empire during the Saturnian War. Pompey set up his headquarters in their territory. In 407 Common Era, Vascon's troops fought with the Romans, repelling an attack by Vandals, Alans, and Alemanni. The Vascones and Aquitani were believed to have spoken a Proto-Basque language, yes. But you can see the Aquitani were more into the French Basque territory than the Vascones and the Spanish Basque. But sometimes you could see Aquitani in the Spanish Basque area too. Uh, so it wasn't just just one rigid kind of way of looking at things, you know. I guess that even at this time there was a mixture with the Visigoths too already. So let's see if I can get the Aquitani real quick. Don't worry, it happens. It happens. I just want to wrap this up real quick. Hopefully, I can do my dad and his partner and yeah, figured. I've also been really busy with my eBay store, so when I do get some sleep, when I get up again, I'll probably have to, or not probably, but I will help my customers. For those who want to look at my eBay store, you can click the link in front of my eBay page. Um, yeah, no, it's yeah, the upgrade for this is pricey, but it was worth it though. I think it'll be one of the last upgrades I'll do for a very long time. But the Aquitanes shared common ancestry with Vascones and Iberians as Proto-Indo-European people and spoke a Proto-Basque language. They inhabited the region of southwest France between the river Garonne and the Pyrenees Mountains. Julius Caesar clearly distinguished the Aquitani from the Gauls and the Belgae, who also inhabited broader Gauls. They had their own language, customs, and laws. The Atlantic coast of Aquitania was sandy and had thin soil. However, gold and silver mines were abundant, and they had established fine ironworks. Roman records mention the Aquitani as a wealthy people. Not long after Julius Caesar defeated Vercingetorix at the Battle of Gorgovia and Alesia, the new Roman province of Gallia was established combining Aquitania, Belgica, Bourbonnesia, and Ludonensi. Latin became the predominant language of the region during Roman times, but even today, Basques remain common in southern regions. Yep. There you go. So, but yeah, you can see the Y-DNA is essentially the same paternal lineage here. Yeah. Then you can see a connection with the Celts as well. So that's why I know Bjorn. I mean, I know the art professor likes to look at that money, likes to say that there wasn't a connection with Celts, but there was, because even in early times there were Gauls or Gallo-Celts, and they were also connected as well. Um, okay, Hellenic Roman, South Italian, Central Greek. Yeah, and I think I've spoken about the Hellenic Romans, I believe. I think I did it for my dad's partner, I think in a previous video that they had settled um, parts of southern Italy and that it used to be part of Magna Graecia. And it also has a connection to Phoenicians and Carthage as well. For those who don't know, Carthage was also in parts of North Africa. There's the Utes, those Viking. Celtic Iron Age France. Another match with England. Celtic era. Spanish pass here, and you can see Spanish here as well at the connection. Dad also got that as well. Roman era England. Straight Celtic tribe. Okay. Hopefully this finally works for Dad's partner. I hope it's done already. We'll have to see. Still processing. I thought it would be done by now, but we'll see if we can figure this out. Yeah, but it was worth it though. The upgrade was worth it. It was pricey, but pricier than usual, but it was worth it. It was worth because now apparently this is like the maximum possible deep dive matches that you can get. Hopefully they don't pull anything more, but I think that's I think it was worth it because I think now um, I think now my dad can get a better sense of his ancestry, and then as well as myself too. It also helps son. Um, Viking Age. Yeah, hopefully in time too, because you can see my dad's DNA is pretty much mainly filled out. The only one they don't include, I don't know why, is the Native American Montana match here. I'm sure they'll add it in eventually, but yeah, everything else though is pretty much in there. See, my dad also got a lot of Lungbarn like I did. Yeah, I'll have to. Let's see if there's anything new. Yeah, I think my dad's partner probably got the most matches out of all of us. Goes beyond 250, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna. I guess I'll just take one more short break. I know I said that last video. I'm gonna take one more short break, and then I'll see if I can do her test afterwards. Hey guys, I just want to let you know, I might have to do um my my dad's partner Jules' ancestry later on, because unfortunately, I don't know why, just it didn't want to load for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah. At least I was able to do myself and my dad's though, but later on if I have time after I get some sleep, because I think I should get some sleep now. Then I'll see if I can do hers and see if she has anything new. I don't think in the deep dive, I don't think she got anything's new aside from like Hellenic Romans last time, but if it's anything substantial, then I'll do a separate video on that. But other than that, I hope you guys take care. Bye for now.